Welcome back to the California Gardener, garden on the West Coast. This is an update and a little bit of an instructional on tending your gooseberries to get gooseberries. Now, I planted this plant because when I was a kid, my aunt's parents, or used to get babysat, had a bush in their backyard, and as a kid I loved raiding their gooseberry bush because it has a nice, sweet, tang, sour, kind of taste to them. Little fruity explosion in your mouth when you eat one. So I planted this one, which is actually called a Captivator Gooseberry. You can see it down there. Supposedly they turn dark red like that. And look at the size on these ones. And these things are huge. Look at it, as big as my fingertip. Anyways, so plant is now in its third season. And this is the first year it's actually bearing fruit. And what I've learned from watching this plant grow over the years is that they put on a lot of new growth a year. And here's the new growth. You can see the new growth is all green stemmed. It has lots of these sharp spikes on it, and leaves grow straight up, nice and tall. Look at all that new fresh growth, and it's growing there because I cut it off there because I don't like it up against my greenhouse and blocking it off. I like the branches that lean forwards. So I will continue to trim those ones off at the back. But if you want to get a fruit growing on a gooseberry, you need old wood. You need at least a season or two old wood. Look at this. See, this brown stuff is the old wood that's at least a year or two old. And all the fruit is coming off fruit spurs on that old wood, okay? So if you can see now why it's so important to not prune your gooseberry too heavily. You need old wood growing, and once you have your plant growing nicely, then you can just keep it shaped and allow enough wood to stay on to produce the new fruit. It's not like some other berry bushes like raspberries and blackberries where the older canes may not produce as well. And the raspberries altogether, the canes just die off and you have to remove them. Gooseberries, look at this. You actually want the old wood, okay? So keeping them well watered. They can be in a sunny place. They'll do the best always, most things in a full sun place. Let's actually see what this card says. This is the Captivator Gooseberry. And it says full sun exposure. But I know gooseberries do well in like partial shade as well. And but as with most things, full sun to light shade, it says, will do well. And they're pretty cold tolerant as well. And they make a lot of nice berries. If you're into these, it's a great thing to plant. If you fertilize them, keep a mulch layer to keep the soil wet, and keep them watered throughout the season, you got a huge production of berries. Look at this, just amazing how many berries are on this plant this year. So many. Can't wait till they start to ripen up. Okay, thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps in your decision whether you want a gooseberry or not. It did take 3 years for this one to develop fruit. I had lots of blossoms last year, but I think the ants population was too big here last year, and they were eating the blossoms. So I might have got a few last year, because there were blossoms, but then none actually set fruit, unfortunately. But hey, that's how it goes, and this year it's loaded. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, follow along, like and share the video, and you give me a comment below if there's something else that you need to know about planting this plant that will help you. Give me a comment and I'll get back to you. See you later.